If you ain't bossing like D Darrell, you can't talk about D Darrell. And Rev G, y'all the dumb motherfuckers that the few that keep going in the chat giving your little response. Why that nigga ain't in jail? Why that nigga ain't in jail? You know why I'm not in jail? The reason why it's not true, because I'm still making money with the very motherfucking agencies you claim I was found to have fucking fraud with. Once, in order to be considered fraud, nigga, you gotta be convicted in a court of law. The shit ain't even go that far. You sit in that weak ass document. Niggas wanna post shit about my wife. 17, 18, who give a fuck 20 years ago? I don't give a shit. Nigga, we don't give a shit. Y'all reposting all this dumbass shit that's been done with. The reason why I'm not responding, because motherfucker, I already told you. And you wonder why, people wonder why I don't give a shit what people say and why I'm not going to get lawyers and doing all. Well, I'm gonna take that back. I'm in the process of some shit right now because of some late shit that been coming out.
Supplying the grease that makes this shitty business work. You think your life's a mystery. There isn't a dirty cover-up in this entire business that I don't know about, and your hand is in every one of them. You reek of it!
Damn you! Are you crazy? You person talks to me like that. No one anywhere. Are you crazy? Are you? Help me!
Anti-Afro Spengalis. Oh, yes, look how angry they get when you speak truth. The truth is intolerable. And you heard how Dumpsey D. Darrell cast off what he did as insignificant. He says it's insignificant. Nothing's going to happen. It's over and done with. You're hearing feedback from 2 and 3 years ago. Dumpsey wants to make damn sure that we stop talking about this. We're not going to stop talking about it because he went and got raided by the feds. And he was the one that said nothing was going to happen. He's the one that said it's all over. He's the one that said it went nowhere. Since when does Dumpsey D. Darrell, the criminal who stole the money along with his wife, Latashia, since when do they get to decide whether or not the feds are going to jack their asses up? Since when do they have control over that process? This money, although it was a federal pass-through into the state of Texas, is still considered federal funds. Misuse of this money is a federal offense. Now, the state can also prosecute, but these crimes are crimes against the feds. This is a severe violation of the honor system. You are supposed to be trusted to responsibly bill. This is not about a mistake. What Dumpsey did was criminal. And he thought it was so easy to get away with it. Look, people, you can't deny what he did. It's documented. His hands are all into all this dirt. He's up to it beyond his eyeballs. Now, I want to make sure we get one thing straight. He was disciplined by the licensing board in the state of Texas, the agency that issues the license for him to operate as a therapist. He was formally disciplined and he has a strike on his license. It is a strike. It's sitting right there. Supplementary license document where they detailed what happened, what led them to issue this strike against him. Formal discipline. Now, this is one thing where these subjects get so upset about when you go onto websites and look at someone's professional record. It's a public access system. Do you see me getting upset when they go to the licensing board and pull up my name? Why the hell would I care about that? It's there for the public. Stank Booty was getting mad because I put her shit up on the screen. Like this. So what? It's public. Everyone gets to look at what you're doing and what you're not doing, whether or not you got in trouble, when your shit's expiring. Public has a right to know. But they call it what? Stalking? They only call it stalking when we defend ourselves. They don't call it stalking when they go about years of harassment. You don't see anything like this on my license. You don't see anything like this on Gerald Palmer's record. Unethical behavior based on YouTube activities, getting raided by the feds. I haven't been raided. Rev G hasn't been raided. Smoke hasn't been raided. He wants to try to use the smoke to take attention away from the shit that he's involved with. What's the reason he's not coming on here and telling everybody about what's been happening? He decides to go and start bashing people and trying to make it appear that they're in the situation that he is in. Still, like I said in the last video, no proof of what he stated. Here is the proof about what happened and what he did. He did just this. And the wife, Latashia, is all up to it, beyond her eyeballs as well. And this is scary because she's working in that office illegally. She has received money from Dumpsey through this business illegally. She is a convicted child abuser and should not be working in any office that is providing any services to children or to vulnerable adults. The more he talked about people, the more we knew something was up. I'll point to the significant part of this document here. Between March and May of 2015, he stole $8,000 and some change. In 3 months, he was going to town. March 15th to May 15th, he made off with $8,000 and some change for providing services. According to him, providing services to clients, he says, but nope. The state of Texas says those services were never provided. And they obviously believe the clients because they filed this complaint. He made off with $8,000 and didn't even do the paperwork. Then you have from December 2017 to August 2018, he stole another counselor's NPI number. That's one of the numbers you need to bill, to get paid. And you best believe he had access to their other personal information and was able to get that to submit the billing. Because he did this for almost a year. He got paid off of this. They just were unable to determine at that time how much money he stole. That's why there's no amount here. I mean, you can't even begin to fathom how idiotic you have to be to think you could get away with this, especially as a black person. In all those videos he posted disparaging us and calling us all kinds of names, calling us crazy. Wait a minute. You're stealing from the feds and think you're not going to get caught? And he's turning around, opening up his mouth and calling other people crazy? We weren't raided by the feds. I wasn't raided by the feds. Rev G wasn't raided by the feds. Smoke wasn't raided by the feds. So he's going to use Smoke as a whipping post or try to use Smoke as a whipping post. No, this shit is going on now with Dumpsey D. Durrell. The feds all up in his shit. Knowing he stole the money, he knows he stole the money. And I want to make sure you listen to what Tiff P had to say. I confronted her on several issues based on how she'd been carrying herself in these YouTube streets and then coming online and acting like Dumpsey is what? A paragon of virtue. Where? When? How? Non-existent. This is all about the money, and those who got the money from Dumpsey count on being looped into this. He very clearly stole money from the government in order to flex. That's what happened. He is not in any way going to be let off the hook. It's just a matter of time before the shoe drops that needs to drop. Take a look at these documents, folks. Don't be fooled by Dumpsey running around hollering and screaming and calling people names. What about the Medicaid fraud? He's a liar. You don't have to have a conviction in a criminal court to be considered having committed Medicaid fraud. Look what happened here on the screen. The way he's talking is like he's in a position to call shots and say something to the feds, as if he can control when they're going to file those documents on him. No way. They're going through everything, gathering the loose ends together, and they're going to make their move. They're not going to be rushed and pushed around by Dumpsey D. Durrell, the subject who stole the money. They're going to go for the gusto. They're going to go for what is rightfully theirs, that Dumpsey D. Durrell, Dempsey Spears had no right to take, and neither did his wife. Working in that office as a convicted child abuser, we're going to tell it all. We're not pulling any punches. Just as easily as Dumpsey D. Durrell got up on that channel and went to these other channels with TCTV and all these other freaks spewing out information about people he didn't even know, never spoken to. He can speak on their marriage, but we know what's going on with that. He's got the feds all up in his shit, home and office. And he comes online trying to divert with the smoke, comes online lying about having documentation about me being subjected to any sort of disciplinary action or me being run off. It's the end of the line. There's nowhere to go. And I'm going to keep talking about this. I knew this day was coming. Didn't know when, didn't know how, didn't know exactly where, but I knew it was coming. You can't perpetrate crimes like this and get away with it. There are several people who thought they got away with PPP loan, like Dumpsey. Take a look here, folks. Do you actually believe that Dumpsey paid 4 people from this loan? What happened to the other 11? He said he had 11 employees. You really believe he took this $34,000 and change and hired somebody? Remember, PPP stands for Paycheck Protection Program. That was implemented during COVID. The money is supposed to be used for employees to maintain their positions, either part or in whole. It's not used to purchase SUVs for your son. It's not used to give money to people on the internet. It's traceable. You can track it. What happened to that money and where are those employees that he supposedly hired? I don't know what the hell was going through that pea brain of his to think he would get away with something like this. He did not hire employees. I'm telling you that right now. Dumpsey did not hire or maintain anyone's employment with this PPP loan. He lined the pockets of the child abusing wife, the convicted child abusing wife, Latashia, and he lined his own pockets. That's exactly what he did. When the alarm bells were sound, that's when he panicked and realized, I don't have any place else I can steal money from. I'm going to have to look around and try to find another avenue. The heat is turning up. There's no way to run. There's no way to hide. He has to face exactly what he did, just like Antonio Johnson. Violating rules, regulations, and the law needs to come with appropriate punishment. I just can't believe he actually said these things. It's over and done. Says who? The feds have the last word. You steal from the feds, you're going to be looking over your shoulder. You don't know when they're coming to collect. And collect is what they're doing. All that equipment they collected from 2 offices and his home. It happened. He was raided. I don't give a damn what other cockamamie bullshit he comes up with, trying to divert attention away by talking about the snow. Talk about what happened to you. Talk about these receipts that you said you had that you never sent to Photon. Dumpsey D. Durrell is an unindicted criminal. He's a thief. He's a scammer. He's a liar. Doesn't provide mental health care. He only says he does. He puts it on paper and sends the billing in so he can get paid for doing nothing. And you had better believe I'm going to continue to keep you all updated on what's going down. In the meantime, you know the drill. Buyer beware.